So you're a new real estate agent, you're motivated, you're excited, and then you see the market and you see the competition and you shit your pants because you feel like you can't do this. What was I thinking? I can't sell a home when there's no homes for sale and there's a million agents. I think that most realtors share their wins, their celebrations, their closings, which is awesome and absolutely necessary. But I don't hear many agents talk about their struggles, the mistakes they've made to cut corners, find themselves in a deeper hole than they began. So I'm just going to be completely honest. I left Los Angeles during the pandemic. I was pursuing an acting career. I was working as a waitress at a restaurant that I loved, and I lost my job. I did not want to collect unemployment. I wanted to work. So I decided to move back to Florida, to my hometown, where the real estate market is booming. I kind of sat and dwelled in my life circumstances, and then I took action. I got my real estate license and said, well, the worst that can happen is that I just have another qualification and maybe I sell one home. My experience has been not that. I interviewed with 3 different brokerages and found the one that I felt was best suit for me. I keep 100% of my commission. I have had 1 listing that's under contract. I have had a rental listing, which I also represented the rentor for. That was awesome. I also have a buyer under contract right now. And I'm working a commercial deal. So I haven't found my niche yet. My motto is to take the opportunities that come to me, and I have fallen on my face. I have fallen on my ass. I have asked so many questions to the people on my team and in my brokerage and people outside of my brokerage on, hey, I don't know what to do in this situation. They didn't teach us this in our course. No, they don't teach you a lot in the course, and that's fine. If you have done anything regarding sales or independent contract or any kind of entrepreneur work, which is indeed the art of entertainment, I was a one-man, one-woman show trying to sell myself and get jobs and gigs. And this is the same thing. I sell myself, which means I'm honest, I'm diligent, I'm disciplined, and I'm kind. That is all I can guarantee. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to make mistakes. I recently got my first FHA finance buyer, and I have learned so much by that. A lot of the competition in my area say that they don't even deal with FHA buyers in this market because those offers are going to be rejected left and right. No one's even going to look at it. People are paying cash. People are offering over asking. And I heard that and said, what? I'm going to do it. That's a challenge for me. That excites me to see if I can do it. You're now under contract, and there are still things to be done that have gone sideways, and we potentially may fall out of contract due to an inspection that we just had this morning. There's a million things I could say about that, but the point is, ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Be honest, but do not downplay yourself and your skills. Even if you're not experienced, does not mean you don't have skills. You've obviously had other experiences in your life that you've pulled from and you've taken skills from. If you aren't using those skills and those mistakes to your advantage in this business, then that's the only thing you're doing wrong. Yes, you're dealing with a lot of money. You're dealing with most people's life savings to purchase a home. You're dealing with emotions. If you're dealing with a husband and wife, they say to always make the wife happy. Always make the wife happy, which is true. The wife is going to be the more picky one because she has more care. She usually is in the home a little bit more, whether that's true or not. Women have expectations, as we should. That is not to discourage you either, so go to the wife. No, you want to please both of your clients, but more than pleasing, you want to just answer their questions. You also want to ask them questions. On HGTV, they show the realtor or the fixer-upper. All they show them is, here's the property, here's the printout of the property. Do you like the property? Here's some features. Let's make an offer. It's not that way. I now sit my buyers down for a cup of coffee, some kind of casual meeting where I can ask them what their priorities are. What are their goals? Do they care more about location than they do the renovations of the home? Do they not care about a long commute to work as long as their kitchen countertops are exactly what they want? These are the kind of things that can streamline the process, not only for them, but for you. Because I've been running around in circles. I've probably seen 40 homes with these buyers, sometimes on FaceTime. There was one instance where I went first at FaceTime. I thought that was my brother in the parking lot. I thought he was gonna make fun of me for making a video in my car. It wasn't him. There's a property where I went for a FaceTime call, and then later that day the wife came, and then at the end of the day the husband came. So I went 3 times to one property, and that was the first one we saw. That should have set me up for the impression that I need to sit these people down and ask what they want, but I did not do that. I waited until 2 weeks into the process and about 20 homes later to finally get real with them and say, write down your priorities. Get on the same page. I cannot be a therapist. I am not qualified for that, but I am here to close a deal for you. So save yourself some time, sit them down, ask them for what they want. When you see a property, encourage your buyers to only throw an offer in on a property that they can actually see themselves living in. Not just one where it's like, yeah, it'll work, we just need somewhere to live. I understand that happens, but this is a lot of money. This is a lot of emotion, a lot of time. You want your buyers to love the places you put an offer in, because if that offer gets accepted and you go into the process of inspection and appraisal, you don't want them to pull out because they get scared about a $5,000 repair that might need to take place. You want them to want it so bad and get so excited that their offer was accepted that they're like, yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll negotiate with the seller, but if they say no and they want to keep the original purchase price, then we will figure this out. Those are the kind of buyers that we want. Obviously, it makes our job easier, and we want our buyers to be excited. It's already discouraging enough. It's already stressful enough to put this much money and life savings into something that you only kind of like. So take it or leave it. That's my experience so far. And I would also say that when you're talking to different buyers and you're promoting yourself as a realtor, to let them know that if they are a financed buyer, VA, FHA, USDA, even conventional, and they want to go with the realtor who only does $1 million listings and has probably never seen a financial contract ever because they've only worked with cash, or maybe an investor, then maybe you encourage them to go with someone who's familiar with that market. There's nothing wrong with being a first-time home buyer. That's the first and only time it will be as exciting as it is the first time. And if you are willing to be a part of that process and represent that buyer, then you've got to know exactly what that contract looks like. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment. I would love to connect. I want to add value to all of us realtors here. Some people don't take us seriously. They think we make too much commission, but they have no idea what we're going through. And I'm here for you. So hit me up. I would love to connect. And thanks for watching.